meron po mga nagsusulong na dapat daw ma-disbar itong sina Bong Suntay at saka si Ferdinand Topacio. Okay, ano po bang tingin nyo rito? Should they be disbarred?
Well, not only disbarred, they should be crucified. I mean, they have, if I may use a language, they have weaponized their stupidity, and attacking innocent people, private individuals, or who could be personalities. But it is not an attack only against Ann Curtis. It is an attack against all of us women. And to say that we should be careful about the way we dress, teka. This is our body. We dress the way we want. And tama yung sinabi ng Ann Curtis or kapatid ata niya na, why should you mind what we are wearing? And Women's Month is not only for women, it's for men. We make the mistake of saying we must empower our women, pero dapat talaga empower natin ang mga kalalakihan. Because ngayon na Women's Month, dapat gumising na ang mga lalaki. Wala na dapat gender roles na babae ako, lalaki ka na. Pare-pareho naman tayong human beings. And when I say respect dito sa Women's Month, respect us as human beings. Marami nang nag-guest sa programa mo, Christian, na nagsabing objectification, commodification of women. At the end of the day, our Constitution guarantees privacy of our human rights, because women's rights are human rights. To your question is, pwede bang i-disbar ang mga lawyers? Yes.
So you think they should be disbarred? No? Pero hindi ko alam kung may nag-file na.
Yes, because may nag-file against Congressman Suntay sa Ethics Committee, and I think perhaps and I have a strong suggestion to the Integrated Bar of the Philippines and the Philippine Bar, which is both a mandatory organization and a voluntary organization respectively, to uphold our code of ethics, because lawyers have been disbarred for intemperate language in pleadings, for criticizing the Supreme Court, for saying, for use of intemperate language. This one is more than intemperate language. This is total and utter disgustful and disrespectful language towards not only a woman, but a fellow human being. It's a violation of our Constitution. And that by itself, more than the intemperate language, more than the kabastusan, is a violation of our human rights, because women's rights are human rights. Ground for disbarment yan.
Oo. Pero sa tingin nyo, bakit Bakit napaka-brazen itong ilang mga personalidad na ito sa mga ganyang kataga laban sa kababaihan?
Well, first of all, akala nila cute sila, They think that making all of these explosive statements, are the fad, I think this stems from a presidency that we once had, where a former president thought that it was par for the course to utter disrespectful language against women and against our womanhood. So, parang gusto ko ngang sabihin na dahil sa past presidency, meron tayong tinatawag, Christian, if I may interject, na tinatawag na global index, which is a measurement of yung disparity between men and women. The Philippines is number 1 in Asia in terms of lowering the gender disparity. Ibig sabihin, ang Pilipinas sa Asia, number 1 tayo in terms of recognizing women's rights. Unfortunately, noong panahon, recently, nag-decline tayo, naging number 25 tayo. Sa buong mundo, 148 countries ang part ng global index na ito. From number 16, bago na panahon ni Duterte, number 16 tayo in terms of women empowerment. Bumaba tayo, number 25 na lang tayo. Because of the past regime, where women were desecrated, where women were objectified, where there was utter disrespect for women. So, bakit tayo ganito ngayon? Minana natin yan. that Topasios of this world, the Suntais of this world, think that by emulating what the past president was doing, popular yan sa masa natin eh. Yung mga expressions ng ganyan, yung mga pagmumura, pambababoy, nakakakuha ng boto yan. Ano?